As I share my thoughts about the last period of time and about the mountains or the highs and the valleys or the lows, I thought I would try and do it with the letters of my name. So let's start with N. What does N stand for? Well, N for me has been the never alone. I must be thankful and I feel so blessed that over the last couple of months I have never been alone. The five of us have constantly been in each other's company, and I'm so thankful for David, Jacob, Rachel and Judah. And we live in a family of talkers. We all love to talk, so there's always talking, sometimes a wee bit of arguing, but generally good fun. We feel so blessed, and we often think of our friends and people in our church family who are alone. Saying that, I must be honest, there have been moments where the constant company sometimes make you feel like you just want your head showered, but that passes quickly. As Christians, we are reminded that in any situation, even one as strange as this, whether we're surrounded by family, whether there are just two of you, or even if you're on your own, that you are never alone. One of my favourite verses growing up was from Hebrews 13 verse 5, which teaches us that God will never leave us or forsake us. God dwells with us and is always with us. Having our ever-present God with us has got to be a major high. Okay, on to I. I stands for inactivity. At the start of the lockdown, I must admit, I was a little bit concerned. What are we going to do? How will we put the day in? How will the kids cope? I even designed a daily timetable at the very start so that I could track what the kids would do every minute of the day. I have to be honest and say that fell by the wayside pretty early. We went from a really busy full week as a family, work, school, evening activities, busy weekends, to nothing. Life was so full and so rushed, I have to say. And then suddenly, nothing. It took some getting used to. But maybe what started as a low has also been great. We have done so much together that in the old routine was really, really difficult to fit in. We've been able to relax and enjoy doing things together, having big long walks in the lovely country roads that surround us. We invested in a table tennis table and we've had so much fun playing that. There's been a few huffs and a few arguments as well, but it's generally been good fun and we're all looking forward to the day that we can well and truly beat David. We've enjoyed cooking, we've enjoyed making things for dinner that we all like and we all enjoy. We've baked, we've redecorated a wee bit in some of the kids' bedrooms. I've even become the family hairdresser, which I don't want to continue after this period of time. We've also spent more time together as a family with God, which has been great and has been precious, despite being asked once or twice, how long is this going to take? There's a verse in Psalm 62 verse 1 which says, "My soul finds rest in God alone." The fact that life has slowed down in some ways, I have found to be quite refreshing. I have found that it's been a nice change to not be constantly running and following its timetables and strict routines. And it's been quite nice. And it's also given us time to focus more on God. Okay, we're on to C now. C stands for connected. Where would we have been the last few months without being connected? We know that sometimes the devices and phones that we have can be frustrating. They can be the cause of stress and disagreements. The phrases often are heard in our house, by me mostly, put your phone down, no devices at the table, okay, you're banned from the Xbox. But I feel right now that we would be lost without them. So one of the highs is being connected. How lovely has it been to be able to FaceTime family and friends that we can't see in person? Zoom, before this lockdown, up to 8-9 weeks ago, I had never even heard of Zoom. Now I find that I'm Zooming 2 or 3 times a week, be that work, quizzes, chats or whatever. We've also loved tuning into our online church and the kids' church every week. The Psalm a Day in May has been fantastic. And I also know it's been great because many people who wouldn't necessarily go to church have been accessing church-related services and talks online. But there's also a low in relation to being connected, and that low, I would have to say, is Google Classroom. Trying to teach via Google Classroom is very, very hard, unnatural, and frustrating. Also, teaching from home while trying to ensure that our kids are doing their schoolwork can be difficult. Rachel struggled a wee bit with the fact that she wasn't at school. She and her friends and lots of other kids are missing that special P7, the end of their primary school days. We were disappointed for her that she couldn't go on her special trip, that she's missed her play, that she had a lovely special role in, that she's missed the last few months with Nana and Granda minding her and Nana's lovely breakfast. That has been a bit of a low. But how amazing is it to know that we are connected constantly to our Saviour? How incredible is it that we can come boldly before the throne of grace, anytime and anywhere? That we are constantly connected to our amazing God is fantastic. That's not just a high, that's absolutely mind-blowing. All right, we're on to K. K for me stands for kept safe. After days and weeks of uncertainty, being prepared by the media to face loss, perhaps, I'm so thankful that as a family we have been kept safe. Also that our close family, senior and junior O'Rourke's as we call them, are safe and well. There has been much fear and worry around the COVID-19 situation. Should we wear masks and gloves when we're out? Does every item of shopping need to be decontaminated from potential infection? And of course, we all want to do what we can to keep ourselves and our families safe. Again, this phrase makes me think of how safe we are in God, whether in life or in death. As people who love God, we are kept eternally safe. The Bible gives us that lovely picture of God, of a chicken gathering her chicks under the safety and security of its wings. And how God does that for us, how God keeps us safe, how we know that God's protection is always on us. Okay, so we're on the last letter, I. The last one is quite random. You may in your head be thinking, what on earth could the last I be? Well, I stands for ice lollies. Why ice lollies? Well, the Simpsons are big fans of ice lollies, and the better the weather, the bigger our craving. This is definitely a high. I've been so thankful for the beautiful weather that God has blessed us with. For being able to enjoy the sunshine and get a good dose of vitamin D is a major high. Enjoying our walks, playing table tennis, sitting in the sun has been great and very enjoyable. So, Nikki, let me just run over it. N, never alone. I, inactivity. C, connected. K, kept safe. And I, ice lollies. Thank you for listening.